Looking live here at the Capitol building in Washington this morning, the cost of living, a big issue for us today, but also a key issue in next month's midterm elections in the United States. Those are the votes that will decide who controls Congress, that building right there, people in that building, and determine what Joe Biden will be able to accomplish over the final 2 years of his term. Magda Gabriselassie is with us on the story this morning. Magda, Election Day for the midterms, November the 8th. Just like in 2020, Pennsylvania going to be a place for us to watch. So let's start with something that we saw last night, the big debate between Senate candidates there last night.
Yeah, so you have two big personalities going head-to-head here. You've got John Fetterman. He has served in local and state government there. He had a really strong lead for a while now, but he's had to face some questions about whether he's up for the job because he had a stroke a few months ago. And then on the other hand, you've got surgeon and TV host Dr. Oz. He promotes the fact that he's not a politician, but some see him as being too much of an outsider because he moved to Pennsylvania in 2020. So last night, they both faced off in this debate. Fetterman right off said he wanted to address the elephant in the room.
I had a stroke. He's never let me forget that. And I might miss some words during this debate, mush two words together, but it knocked me down, but I'm going to keep coming back up. And this campaign is all about, to me, is about fighting for everyone in Pennsylvania that ever got knocked down.
Meanwhile, Oz was asked a question, a medically related question as well, his stance on abortions. He was asked whether abortions should be banned in the U.S. Take a listen.
As a physician, I've been in the room when there's some difficult conversations happening. I don't want the federal government involved with that at all. I want women, doctors, local political leaders, letting the democracy that's always allowed our nation to thrive to put the best ideas forward so states can decide for themselves.
So it's not just Pennsylvania we've got to watch out for. There are a lot of close races. Another one is Georgia that's been talked about a lot. You've got Democratic Raphael Warnock hoping to hang on to his spot. And early on, a lot of people thought it was going to be hard to do because he's up against football legend and Trump-backed Herschel Walker. But recently, Walker has been plagued by a number of scandals. He has said, he's against abortions with no exceptions. But an ex-girlfriend came out recently to say he sent her money to have an abortion. And after some denials, he eventually admitted he sent the check to his ex. But Heather, he says he didn't know what it was for. So that's another one to be watching out for.
It's been a very interesting Herschel Walker story for sure. Now, we know, Magda, that Republicans want the cost of living to be the ballot box issue, but what else could drive the vote on the 8th?
Yeah, they do. They want people to focus on the price of gas, the price of food, inflation. And really what we've been seeing from a number of polls is that the economy is really the number one issue that a lot of people are focusing on. But other issues include crime, immigration is a big one as well, and abortion rights is in there, but possibly not as much of a focus as the Democrats would hope going into the midterms.
Magda, thank you very much. We're going to be paying closer and closer attention as voting day approaches. Thanks for setting it up for us this morning.
You're welcome.